Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to another edition of SIEDC Live. My name is Todd Bivona from Gotham Trinity Productions. This is the Tuesday. I know my days of the week. It's Tuesday, June 9th. As our guest, Elissa Ramirez, recognized last week, it felt like quarantine day number 162. But here we are. This is day 160, I don't know, 8. Sure. So yeah, this could be a great show. Like I said, Elissa Ramirez from On Your Mark joins us. Jaclyn Taschetti, of course, will be with us momentarily with the SIEDC news and notes. As you can see, and maybe even hear, I apologize if I sound a little hollow because no, this is not a green screen. This is actually theater seating. We are at the Avenel Performing Arts Center in Avenel, New Jersey, a special broadcast because tomorrow Gotham Trinity Productions is going live from APAC, the Avenel Performing Arts Center, at 3 o'clock. Very happy to be a part of our friends over the bridge. So yeah, that'll be exciting. But more importantly, this show has been very informative for all of our SIEDC members, SIEDC members and beyond. This has been great chatting with Jacqueline, chatting with various business owners, and everything that they're going through throughout this COVID-19 pandemic. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And so buckle up. It's going to be a good time. Let's bring in Jaclyn Taschetti, Director of Marketing and Outreach for the SIEDC. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can't complain. I'm getting used to quarantine, so I'm good with day 100 million if it is.
Well, Jacqueline, we've said it to everybody that comes on the show. What do you see that's going to be different? And what's everyone saying? Well, we're going to rethink. Does everyone need to be in the office now?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? And, yeah, sure, being in the office and your in-person meetings is helpful, but maybe everyone could take a step back. Maybe everyone takes 2 days from home, 3 days in the office. I think it depends. I think everyone's business model is different, and that's what this show has been able to provide. So,
right. I know our team is definitely going to be coming in shifts.
Okay.
Just for safety of the overall staff. But we've learned as a team, we can really cohesively still work from home, or if we're segmented. So of course we want to be back in the office to have all of our resources available to us. But again, like you said, we'll be working in shifts. So this was something we discovered we can do in quarantine. So.
Right. A lot of it can be achieved remotely. Zoom has been everyone's best friend, or initially worst enemy, but they have since upped their game. They've taken care of a lot of bugs and whatnot, so it's been a useful source. All right. That being said, Jacqueline, in the SIEDC world, I know you have a few things that you want to talk about. The Young Professionals Leadership Development Program is one of them, Jacqueline.
Yeah, so I wanted to mention this program. This is something that we launched officially in 2020. Again, it's called the Young Professionals Leadership Development Program. And the reason I wanted to make sure to mention it this morning is Elissa is actually one of the participants in this program. This is a free program for young professionals in the Staten Island community. So whether you live or work on Staten Island, you are eligible to participate in this program if you fall within the qualifications. We do still have the application up at siedc.org if you are watching and you are a young professional in the community and would like to participate. Some of the benefits to participating in this program is you get access to certain SIEDC membership functions. You also have specific webinars based on professional education geared towards the young professional community. We have continued these webinars, or well, they used to be seminars, now webinars into the current business climate. And also, we really do encourage synergies between our senior SIEDC members and people who have been in our membership for quite some time to somewhat mentor the people in the Young Professionals program. So we're happy that Elissa is participating in the show. She's one of our most active participants. So I just wanted to make sure the community was aware that the SIEDC does have this program.
Yes, and a very valuable program. I know we had, I believe, John Mastalone joined us quite a few weeks ago. Yeah, I think that's a great program. I know you guys have had a few meetings. The last meeting's at Techie Geek, in fact. Our good friend Mike Toomey hosted that meeting in his very unique, fun office with life-size Spider-Man. But anyway, moving on to SIEDC, more SIEDC news, golf events.
So we're hoping that golf events will be the easiest to facilitate for our SIEDC members as far as our event schedule goes. We have seen that golf courses are creating rules that make it safe for people to participate on their golf courses. So we do know that these events are events that our membership looks forward to each and every year. So we're very confident we'll still be able to facilitate these. So I just wanted to announce those dates for you. The first is September 10th, and that is our Chairman's Cup golf outing. That is an event that takes place in Atlantic City each year. So we will be announcing and rolling out the invitation and registration details to our membership. Everybody from our business council and up in membership levels receives a single to this event. So please keep an eye out for the details for that. Again, the date is September 10th. And also our annual golf outing, which again is for SIEDC members. This event will be October 26th. So we're very hopeful and keeping the confidence that these events will be facilitated. So please keep an eye on your emails, SIEDC members, over the next 2 weeks for the details to register.
Email marketing campaign from the SIEDC has been phenomenal. In addition to all their posting on Instagram, they have many posts. It's been very valuable information and greatly appreciated, especially from us junior members. We're junior members, aren't we? Yeah, we're kind of new.
I would say.
Right, we're new. We're only in for, this is our second year, and very happily, might I add, for our second year.
Thank you.
Moving on, Jacqueline, the PPP. Gosh, I thought I'd never have to say that again. The PPP forgiveness webinar. Oh, good grief! Every time I just hear PPP, and I'm not even a banker. Okay, so I know a lot of friends that work at Northfield, one of our SIEDC members, and they've been going nuts. Like they're just done with it. PPP. I didn't think I have to say this again. Why am I saying that again, Jacqueline?
So one of the questions that we've been receiving from our membership has to do with the Paycheck Protection Program forgiveness. So I don't even want to attempt to talk about the details and intricacies of how to facilitate the forgiveness of that loan. Yeah, and the reason we're holding a webinar actually having to do with this particular subject is because of the amount of inquiries we've gotten as an organization. So we want to thank the panelists that will be participating in this webinar, which are Ralph Branca of Victory State Bank, Phil Guarnieri of Empire State Bank, and Steve Klein from Northfield Bank. they will be a list of panelists available to SIEDC members to ask their questions firsthand. And we are hoping to record this webinar and make it accessible for any SIEDC members who are not able to attend. So the details of that webinar are, it will be held, sorry, I can't talk this morning, June 18th at 10 a.m. We'll be sending out the invitation over the next week to the SIEDC membership to participate. We are limiting the seating because we want to make sure that we answer everybody's questions, but depending on the feedback that we get from the membership, we may hold this webinar a few times just to make sure everybody has their questions answered. But we're very excited about this. This will be the first webinar where 3 board members will be participating and available to answer questions. So we're happy that these 3 bank affiliates are excited and anxious to get this knowledge out to the SIEDC membership base.
Speaking of getting things out to the SIEDC membership base, and for those who needed it, I know recently SIEDC was handing out masks at Chocolatier, I believe it was. Isn't that right, Jacqueline?
Yes, so the SIEDC has 40,000 masks that we are giving out to the public. So not only to the SIEDC members, but any local business that is in need of masks. We know that it wasn't always the easiest to get hands on the proper masks, and we want to make sure that the community is safe. So we did send out an email blast this morning with the information of how to receive those masks. We are making some deliveries and also announcing on our social media where you can pick up masks if you are a local business that is in need. But right now, if somebody can put in the comments, I would appreciate it. You can reach out to Jay at siedc.org if you are a local business and in need of masks. Again, we have 40,000 to distribute to the public, and we have a whole team devoted to making sure each inquiry is met. So please reach out again to Jay at siedc.org, and he will be happy to facilitate this delivery for you.
Yes, and this is very important. And we've talked about that, Jacqueline, with a lot of the businesses, is getting ready for reopening. And you guys started your program of, hold on, I'll get it. I've only said it for the past month. Reopening, rebuilding. No, it's not rebuilding. Rebuilding a resiliency program. Yeah, I got a star on my paper. I want a sticky star, the one that you can stick and
you got
scratch and sniff. Yes, awesome. Anyway, so my point being, the mask, having the proper PPE for businesses to open. I've been out to work where masks are mandated, where gloves are mandated, where sanitizer is every 6 inches, and you have to maintain 6 feet of distance. There's signs everywhere. So, Jacqueline, that's a very important offer that you guys have for businesses that are opening, so that everyone is ready, because we're in phase 1. By the way, happy phase 1 opening, Jacqueline.
Happy phase 1, yes.
I mean, is that a thing you can just say? Happy phase 1, happy phase 2, happy phase 3? Like,
why not?
I mean, yeah, we're getting excited. New York City's opening. I love they had a sign. I think it was the Post with the little "Yes, we're open" above the Empire State Building. I thought that was cute. So we are open for business. All right, Jacqueline, I think I hit everything. Anything else you'd like to add?
That's good for today, Todd. We'll save the rest for the next show.
See, happy phase 1. Yes, we'll have plenty to get to on Thursday. It's only 2 days away. All right. With that being said, without further ado, she's been anxiously waiting in the wings. She joins us from On Your Mark. She's the development coordinator. It is Elissa Ramirez. Elissa, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How's everyone?
Up? Oh, we're
thank you.
Fantastic. We're happy it's phase 1. Are you happy it's phase 1?
I'm so happy it's phase 1. Happy phase 1, everyone.
There we go. See?
We just put a hashtag.
I think we've officially coined that phrase, I think. So
yes.
I think it's happening.
I mean, slowly but surely. So that means, I know there was a post from the Staten Island Advance about the Staten Island Mall having the pickups, curbside pickup and whatnot. I think there were 10 businesses open with curbside pickup at the Staten Island Mall. So, I know, I think Corey Shifter, fellow SIEDC member, I believe he was offering that pickup and whatnot. So it's a good day. Anyway, Elissa's here. She joins us On Your Mark. Let's get right to it, Elissa. Tell us a little bit about On Your Mark.
Yes, so thank you. On Your Mark, we're a nonprofit on Staten Island. We're very multifaceted. We have a bunch of different services, from day program, ComHab. We have a big residential. We have 12 group homes with over 30 additional supportive apartments. And that alone is at least 100 individuals with the developmental disability that we are touching their life every single day. And I just have to give a shout out to all the direct support staff, all the nurses, everyone in the houses, everyone who is a part of our ComHab department, who goes into someone's home and gives that one-to-one service. Because, with the pandemic, it's changed. We've adapted. We have an operating organization that unfortunately we had to close certain programs, but we've shifted and everything's online right now. We're still trying to do that personable connection, because this is a vulnerable population that we've been serving for over 40 years, and they need our help more than ever now. And we've had an amazing team of staff and support who, 24 hours around the clock, they are just our rock stars.
Wow, so you said a lot without even asking me questions. It's almost like you've seen the show before. All good. No, that's great. Thank you for the introduction. Appreciate that. So yeah, you already led into it, Elissa, but dive a little bit deeper on the ramifications of COVID-19 and what it meant for On Your Mark, its participants, its employees, and how do you think you're going to have to retool moving forward? So give me the short term, I always say, when the valve got shut on March, whatever it was, and things need to be transitioned. Dive deeper into that transition, what that meant, how long it took, the complexities of it all. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I said, we have an operating organization. They're kind of the people who give us the rules to make sure that our safety of the people that we service are our top priority. They're the ones who say, right now it's not safe to have a one-on-one program open with 20 individuals with 40 staff as well. So we unfortunately had to close those programs, but within a few weeks we already had everyone's contact, and it was just, do you have a phone? Do you have Zoom? I know there's been a lot of security issues with that, but Zoom has improved itself, and we've done FaceTimes with anyone who has an Android, the form of that. And as like I had said before, we have staff who still go to individuals' homes to provide that service. And our residential program is, like I said, 12 homes, and that's 24 hours. So everyone has their own bedroom. They were able to keep themselves apart for the appropriate 2 weeks. Even then, they're still individuals in their own rooms. It's their homes, it's whatever they feel comfortable with. We have staff still wearing the PPEs and demonstrating and encouraging the individuals to also wear the proper PPEs and social distancing. Going forward, I know it's a good thing that's happy phase one. Going forward, it's going to be a nice blend, which is a word I believe Joseph from Resource Room had recently used, where I think that you need that one-on-one in our field, and we're going to have to combine some online for now and some personable. And I think it'll be a nice transition, because we were also during this time able to see more things that are individuals, their needs. You see them in program for a few hours, but when you see them in their own homes, you can say, wait a second, you're a different person here. Maybe we can do, what I mean? Like, we can work a program that benefits you more now, because we know more about you, because we saw you in your homes during these times.
Right. Wow. So that's interesting. The residential aspect of it was very tricky. I'm sure that transition of keeping everyone safe and whatnot. So have you been able, Elissa, to work on anything as an organization that you wouldn't normally have the time for? Or were you guys, I feel like what I'm hearing, you guys were nonstop. Nothing really changed, and you had to continue providing. Like, you weren't, like, I know I talked to a lot of people working on different aspects of their business that they weren't able to before, website stuff, maintenance and whatnot. But it sounds like you guys were constantly working on the residences specifically and providing services online. Am I correct?
Yes. Although we haven't stopped, we still added more to our agenda, I guess, because, we saw that the community was also impacted, not only our population, not only the people we served. So we have a GoFundMe campaign set up called Give a Little to Those Giving a Lot. And it was set up for the incentive to show appreciation to our staff for all their hard work, as well as they would get an additional incentive on the side. So through the GoFundMe, we were able to put some money aside to purchase gift cards from local Staten Island restaurants, because they're the ones that, you know, are first asked, hey, can you give us a gift card to our gala? Can you give us a gift card to our golf outing? So it was nice to be able to have the time to give back to the community that's always given back to us. And we were able to, you know, yes, certain things had to be on pause, but we were still able to recognize our community, which, although we do try to do that all the time, it was nice. It was an extra boost.
Right, because the restaurant, I know the restaurants, especially the ones that are usually providing those gift cards and discounts and whatnot, were the ones that were struggling, and they still are struggling. And you know, I wanted to bring up the Staten Island Rising Virtual Summit that's taking place on Wednesday, June 17th, which is next Wednesday at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Because it's a fundraiser for the nonprofits of Staten Island, specifically your favorite nonprofit, whatever that may be. I'm talking to you, the viewer, not to you, Elissa. Obviously, your favorite one's on your mark. But I bring this to you, Elissa. This notion. Mike Bloomfield from Tech Geek invited me to the Staten Island Nonprofit Association phone call, I'd say a month ago, and it seemed like the overwhelming response was, "We're struggling," and I didn't even think of it. All resources and fundraisers and galas and everything that normally gets directed to your nonprofit to take care of them was being directed appropriately to frontline workers, to hospitals and whatnot. Elissa, can you speak to those struggles? Can you hear out your fellow nonprofit organizers of Staten Island and how this fundraiser that Gotham's very proud to be a part of producing, working with Lions Pride leadership and Techie Geek to put this on? Can you talk to that and to how you've been handling that situation financially?
Yeah, so, you know, we were going to, our biggest fundraiser is our annual Spring Gala, which was going to happen in April. Unfortunately, March wasn't looking so hot, and we had to postpone it. We do have our golf outing still set for Monday, August 17th at Forest Gate Country Club in Monroe Township, New Jersey. But from March to now, I've spoken to a lot of nonprofits, a lot of friends in similar positions that I am in. And someone I was talking to this weekend, you know, it's still a bit of a struggle because right now we're unsure, but what's great is the people that we're working with on the other side, the venues, the event planners as well, they know exactly the issues. So come for our golf outing, you know, we have golf carts. There's two people in a cart, you know, you can't have one person walk a hole and the other one drive it. So we're going to do plastic dividers. In regards to the funding, it definitely has shifted more to like a grant writing, because you're not able to have that, hey, let's get together for a fundraiser and have a good time. And yes, we know the mission. A lot of it was shifted to online, but I think come the summit, it's going to be a nice gathering where everyone kind of experienced the struggle, and we all want to share what we've learned to pull ourselves out from the mud, I think, because that's at least the experience that I've been getting.
Right. It's a lot to drag yourselves out and get back to that. I hate saying sense of normalcy. I swear normalcy isn't a word. Elissa, your thoughts on normalcy? Isn't it normality? I'm just saying.
Oh,
this went from
they're
a
both words.
SIEDC live to an English class really
I
quickly.
know.
I swear normality is like the transitive verb of normalcy. And I remember saying that, and my wife was like, "Ooh, talk dirty to me." She loves a good vocabulary. So anyway, moving on from normality and normalcy, what do you think is the future now for On Your Mark? What is going to become? And I also hate saying new norm. If I hear new norm one more time, I'm also going to strangle myself. What do you think programs are going to be different now? What types of different services perhaps that you're going to provide? What do you see moving forward?
So moving forward, I definitely see kind of a blend of the online and in person. But we also do have something that we recently announced last Friday, something that we're venturing into, which is called Camp Chillaway. And it's for our individuals. During summertime, they would typically have cruises. You know, enjoy your vacation. It's the summer. Why not? Unfortunately, it's not happening right now. So we were able to follow this adventure of Camp Chillaway, which is upstate, and it's going to be a massive place for our individuals to kind of escape the hectic city life and, you know, who knows what's going to be the new normal, or whatever. I know, I saw. But I see
Cringe.
Jen Finch going normalcy.
Yes. You know, I was gonna highlight Jen Finch earlier when you said event planners and whatnot. I know that obviously she is one. I know she's been affected as far as dealing with events and whatnot. And again, for the nonprofits, very important to have these events. The virtual idea, having the virtual events, how does that work, right? Because is that an effective way? What do you think you'll do bigger virtual events coming up? What's on tap?
Funny you say that, because I'm actually the DJ to our virtual dance parties, courtesy of these big headphones. So I create my own playlist. I ask the individuals and the families, what song they would like to listen to. I throw it back to the 90s. I throw some 70s in there. It's a fun time, and it's just an hour every other Friday. And it's just to have, individuals that would typically see each other every day and program. If one lives in the North Shore and the other one lives in the South Shore, this is their chance to, even if they don't listen to the music, they're communicating with each other, whether it's in the comments, whether it's just waving in a camera. So we definitely have adapted to virtual events. And I think we're going to have our fourth one maybe this Friday.
Awesome.
And we've nothing but positive feedback. So
of course, a little fun. Yeah. Jacqueline Taschetti in the background said 90s. Yeah. I love me some 90s beats. I was going to say before there was a phone call. That phone call you heard was from KTU. They were actually wondering if you could DJ for them when you get off this call. So you might want to give them a call, or the phone call was some aliens, because those aliens calling in trying to connect you. Those headphones are out of this world.
Yeah, I know. They're a bit big, but they get the job done.
They get the job done, and they're probably noise canceling, which is very important from a production side. We really appreciate that. So let's see. What else? What else can we touch on? Jacqueline, do you have anything else? Shake your head up and down. Shake your head no, left to right. She wants to come on. Yay! I love when she comes on at the very end. Hey, Jacqueline, welcome back. Oh, you're muted. That's our bad. That's right.
I wanted to ask you, so the DJ thing kind of came out of left field. How did you go into that? Were you a DJ back in the day? Like, how did that come about?
No, it was just, because of everything that's happening, that's the pandemic, it's how do we connect everyone? So it was something that the administrative team kind of thought up based off of, what they've seen from other people and what they've been doing. So just, being a development person and kind of knowing people already, it wasn't hard for me. I love a good playlist. Like, I have no problem. It's a full hour of jazzercising for me, and I love it because I scroll through everyone's cameras, and whether they're dancing, whether they're looking and they're smiling, whether they're waving, like, to me, I'll do a dance party every other day. I don't care, because their smiles, it's what's worth it, and that's what we do.
I love that.
That's awesome. You have to come on Gotham After Dark on a Wednesday night, and you just got to take over and play, because I would love to listen to your playlist. All right, real quick, what's music-wise? What gets you going? Is dance music from the 90s your thing? Are you a rock gal? Are you hip-hop, R&B, everything? What do you got?
I'm all over. My go-to would have to be like Electric Avenue remix. Like, you gotta rock, don't you? I go to an SIEDC event, put that in, I hype myself up, I'm ready to go.
Jacqueline, I saw you say in the private chat you love the 90s. Give us some of your music flavor. What's your favorite?
So my husband and I love like 90s, 2000s hip hop and R&B. Like, that's our jam. So even a little fun fact, our wedding had only 90s, 2000s hip hop R&B love songs. Like, that's all we played. And I got to tell you, our crowd loved it. So it was cool. That's our genre.
I'm sure, and you can see that Gotham is a big fan of the Notorious. So
I mean, who is it?
Right. I mean, it was so good. Elissa, we're up at 9:59. Elissa joining us again from On Your Mark. Can't tell you how awesome this was meeting you this way. Looking forward to seeing you in person at some point. But thanks again. Appreciate you coming on.
Yes, thank you all for having me. Thank you. And everyone who's joined in and watched. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. I think we can close out the show. Jacqueline, thank you for all the news today. I think
Thank
Gotham's
you.
going to take the last minute to kind of commandeer this program to talk about a couple things that we've been working on, including that Staten Island Rising Summit, Staten Island Rising Virtual Summit, June 17th at 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. 11 a.m. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We had a great set of panels. You can bring that back up, actually, Mike. I'll move over here. So what's important to read about here is it's a leadership summit. It's about the different aspects of leadership, as you can see there, emotional and psychological perspective, with some great guests and some fellow SIEDC members, including Dan Ryan is in that one, effective leadership. Of course, Daniel Reyes. Katia is there. Corey Shifter. That's an old version of the Nocotra group. Christine will join us from the Nocotra group. Intentional strategy. Cesar Claro, aka Quentin Tarantino, from the president and CEO of the SIEDC. He's on that panel along with Gary and Julie. Very thought-provoking panels in regards to leadership during crisis, pretty much. And I was honored to be the host or moderator, if you will, chatting with each of those panels. In addition, we're going to have some fun skits. One of the nonprofits, Illuminart, I believe it's called, Arlene Sorkin. Elissa, did I get that right? Just shake your head up and down. Great. Illuminart providing some skits, along with Gotham Trinity Productions providing a couple skits to provide some moments of levity throughout that presentation. Very informative, very insightful, very cool. We're also doing some work with PCCS. We've been working with them, putting into a video together that they shot. Very cute thing that they have. Where everyone took a song and did their own little version. Again, talking about music bringing us together. And like I said, we're here at the Avenel Performing Arts Center. Contrary to Elissa might have think, this is not a green screen. This is actually theater seating. There's about room for about 200 people in this place. They're phase 4. Happy phase 1, everybody. From us to you. We're excited that phases are continuing. Timelines seem to be getting pushed up. So this is all a good thing. But again, I think the biggest thing, your nonprofits, they many of them need some help when it comes to the finances. And I think the Staten Island Rising Virtual Summit next Wednesday, 9 a.m. will be big. Once again, Elissa Ramirez from On Your Mark, the development court. I really appreciate her time today. She was fantastic, provided great information, barely needed any questions, just commandeered my job, but that's fine. Coming up next would be at 2 o'clock, live from Rabs. Frank Wilkinson from Rabs Country Lane. He's been consistent, unlike some people I know. He's got a great program. And then tonight, I think Massimo Donna, Mike Bloomfield will bring you Gotham After Dark. It's a little bit of a takeover. So not those two names, but two other names. All right. 10:02. It's been a great show. Once again, Elissa, thank you. Jacqueline, thank you. All your news and notes, SIEDC.org is your source. I'll figure out English. For Gotham Trinity Productions, my name is Todd Bivona. Have a good one.